ultimately, you were proven right about Ten Hag.
Facts.
Yeah. I've been proven right 5 years straight under this manager.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
He ain't even come close to proving you wrong. He ain't even made a final.
Thank you. But,
Yeah.
but Rants, it's progress this season. We got to a semi-final. We beat Real Madrid 5-1.
It can't be progress. If you're finishing with less points than previous years, 2 years in a row, yeah, it can't be progress, bro. That's because how are we quantifying progress, bro?
They quantify it on league finish, fans. They do it on league finish.
Yeah, but you can't do that because, like I said, the team at the top are only going to work as hard as you make them work.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they are, like, and this is what it is, bro. Like, it's just like running as well, bro. It's just like running, bro. There's always someone that sets the pace, bro. And once the pace has been set, the guy's going to run as fast as they need to run. Like, this is just how it is, bro. And that's why a lot of the times, yeah, when you see world records broken and stuff, it's in close races where everyone's running fast. Because if I'm 10 meters away from everyone, why am I going to keep accelerating, bro? I take my foot off the gas.
Yeah, and if they're catching you, then you just speed it up a bit.
Oh, exactly, bro. Like, you need people to keep you honest. You need people to keep you at your top speed. So it's one of them things. It's the same when it comes to the league, bro. Teams at the top are going to work as hard as they have to work.
Which is why Man City got 100 points.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't take their foot off the gas. Yeah, they had to keep going. Yeah, if that was this season, they wouldn't have got 100 points. Yeah, because Liverpool are on 82. They don't need to get 100 points, fans. They could just do enough to get about 90, and that's that. Yeah, and people don't understand this. Yeah, this modern era, or not even a modern era. Yeah, it's just the social media era. Yeah, has been bamboozled into believing that top 4 is a trophy. Champions League football's amazing. Bro, the odd man was getting cussed out the other day. I see him trending on Twitter for a clip of, there was me, DJB, Dan, and Yardman, and a few others were on this show, yeah? And a gal, right? And he said, I'd rather be in the Europa League than the Champions League next season because we've got more chance of winning the Europa League. Yeah, because it's an easier competition to win. Right? Okay. Now they've changed it as well, yeah?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of people that are cussing him out for that is factually correct. However,
it is.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we're going to win it because this manager's proven he can't win it. He can't even win that. Yeah, but however, we have an easier chance to win that competition than we do a Champions League.
Yeah, that goes without saying. I don't know.
That's logic and facts. No, common sense ain't common, Rants. Common sense ain't common. It ain't common, bro. Yeah. The fact and reality is, right, we have not won nothing for 5 years. He's the 7th longest serving manager at the current club they're at in Europe. Bro, that's a disgrace. 5 years. Nothing. Bro, Tottenham has sacked more managers in that time. There's teams that are smaller sized clubs to Arsenal, smaller fan bases than Arsenal, with better mentality than Arsenal. The amount of managers, bro, I'll give you another example, right? Brazil League started seven games ago, yeah? 7 managers in that league have been sacked already.
Hey, that's my kind of league, bro. I swear.
You know what I'm saying? 7 managers have been gone already inside 7 games. Bro, Ajax are about to bottle the title. He's getting sacked.
Hey, bro, listen, that's my kind of league, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is what I'm saying. I should have been Brazilian, bro. I knew it. This is crazy. Man said 7 games in, man, I've been potted already. Like, bro, this is the way.
Yeah. They spot a dud quick. Bye-bye. No, you ain't it, mate. Get him out. Yeah. And then people, and this is where I get the ump with people, yeah? Because they make out that Super Duper Mick has done an amazing job. Look at where he's took us to. And look at where he picked the club up from. Okay, cool, whatever. If that's what turns you on, fair enough. Cool. So what makes you think then, yeah, with this amazing squad that we have that you keep banging on about people, yeah, with the best centre-back pairing in world football ever to have graced the game, yeah, with the best right winger that's ever played football, yeah, with the best midfield, Declan Rice, I mean, is amazing. Yeah, all these players, they're unbelievable.
We need to talk about that. Player of the season, Declan Rice, mate.
Bro, if these people think all these players are so great and the club's in such a great position, what makes them think the next manager would fail? Because the club's already set up to win. That's what they keep telling us. We're set up to win. So this fan base have been bamboozled that if he goes and we get another manager in, he's got to get rid of all the players. and get all of his own players. No, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's how it works with the manager we have now. Yeah, and with the players that he's brought, we ain't won nothing. Like, it's a joke, bruv. I swear. I'm just bored of it, Rants. I already know we ain't winning nothing next season. I already know that. Because it doesn't matter who we spend money on. He's the manager next season. Yeah, we're going little purple patches like we always do. Yeah, we'll go one loss out of 14 or something stupid. Yeah, then we'll get to a Champions League quarterfinal, semi-final. Yeah, we'll get knocked out in the League Cup. Yeah, it's just round and round and round we go. We're wasting time. Yeah, Allegri sat at home. I get told now he's a dinosaur. Well, I'd rather a dinosaur than a chicken, mate. Yeah, how about that?
I hear it.
Yeah, that's for Declan Rice, bro. I have no idea how he's in that nomination.
Player of the season, bro. Like when I found out that Caicedo, Tonali, Tielemans didn't get nominated, but Rice did. McAllister, bro. I can't lie, bro. Who decides these things, by the way?
It's got to be a fan vote, surely.
Yeah, it has to be, yeah, because that would be the only thing that I'd be okay with. If it's a fan vote, I'm okay with it because I know the majority of football fans don't have a fucking clue about football. So it would make sense. If it's a fan vote, I'm not even mad at it. I'll be honest, I'm not. If it's not a fan vote, then yeah, this is where I'm scratching my head, bro. It
makes no sense. I don't get it, mate. Yeah, I genuinely don't get it. But this is football in this era, mate, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the football we're living in right now. Yeah, you got Sky.
They're saying it's media.
But if it's media, that's even worse. That sums it up.
But that would make sense as well because who the guy's getting the PR?
Yeah. But I sit there, right, and I see there's two journalists here. They both have YouTube channels on there, yeah. Right, they're getting Arsenal press conferences. After the PSG game, they were in the press conference. So I heard one of them on a show the other day saying it. Yeah, he said I was in a press conference. I was sat next to so and so, and Mikel Arteta said we were the best team in Europe. Me and him both looked at each other. Yeah, rolled our eyes and thought, "What's that all about?" So I'm sitting there saying, well, "Why didn't you fucking ask him what he means by that? Why are you just sitting there like a mute?" Yeah, and this is why. As soon as somebody gets into a press conference, yeah, don't take their opinion serious ever again. Yeah, because they're never, ever, ever going to ask the questions that they should be asking. And even if they know it's a lie, what the manager's saying, they're not going to challenge him. Yeah, so you can't take them serious anymore. How are you listening to a manager saying we're the best team in Europe? You don't agree on it. Your colleague next to you don't agree on it, but you're not going to say nothing. Make that make sense. The only way that makes sense, Rants, is these managers doing what prolongs their employment, the same as our managers doing the same. Says whatever he can in the press conference to keep his job going. If he'd come out after that PSG game and said, "Look, we weren't the best team. The best team deserved to win. Congrats to them. Hopefully they go on and win it. Yeah, it's going to be a cracking final. Yeah. However, the two teams we have lost to in this competition this season are both in the final. Yeah, we're not far off." You go, "Okay, cool, fair enough." That's all he had to say. "Oh, we're the best team in Europe." Yeah, and then he's waffling about XG in his press conference for the Liverpool game. The XG, are you taking the mick out of us?
It's weird, bro.
This is where we're at, though. Sky Sports love all this crap. They peddle it out. TNT Sports, they peddle it out. Talk Sport. Yeah, Talk Sport have got their own Arsenal segment. Yeah, they've got their own Chelsea segment. Yeah, it's like a sit down in a studio with Chelsea fans, and then they'll have an Arsenal day, then they'll have a Man U day, so on and so forth. Yeah, this is where we're at, mate.
It's engagement, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's not, they're not telling the truth, fans. And this is what winds me up.
Oh, yeah. Man said, hold on, what? Man is saying that Amarim was talking about XG as well. Hey, bro, like.
Oh, we're done. Both our managers, Rants, we're finished.
We're cooked if that's the case, bro.
What team we're supporting next season, Rants?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I see the new Juventus kit again, bro. And I don't know. They might have wheeled me in again, mate. You know the ones there. I'm not really sure. Bro, I just don't. Like, brother, what? XG, bro? Like, I can't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to just watching football?
Bro, expected goals. Manu Petit put him in the bin. He absolutely buried him. He said, yeah, it's like going and talking to a girl, but I didn't get the number.
Yeah, for real. Expected goals, bro. Like, bro, you should never expect goals, bro. Yeah, you have to create the chances and score the goals, bro. It's not about expected goals, bro. It's not about what you expect.
He said Hakimi's goal in that second leg against us, was 0.07 XG.
That was an absolute banger.
Yeah, nobody cares. It went in the back of the net. Who cares what the XG on it was?
No,
Yeah, and
because
this,
that's him saying, "Oh, we were unlucky." You know,
yeah,
the
it was
way.
just a 1 in a million chance of that going in.
Brother, 1 in a million chances of one. How many trophies, bro? Like, what was the
What was the
XG on
XG for
Zidane's volley against Leverkusen, bro?
Gareth Bale's
Yeah,
one against Liverpool?
yeah, the
Yeah.
overhead kick. What's the XG for that? You morons. Who cares?
And this
You
is
know what I
where
mean?
XG,
What was the XG for Zlatan's overhead kick against England, bro? Like, what was the XG for that? Fucking bum.
XG
You know what I mean?
XG is the worst stat out there because it don't take into consideration the player taking the shot, the defender
Yeah.
they're up against, the pressure of the situation of the game. Is it a final or a dead rubber at the end of the season? Yeah, like Eddie and Nketiah could run clean through from the halfway line, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Yeah, it also don't take into account who the goalkeeper is. Then Erling Haaland can do the same exact scenario. Yeah, who's going to have the better chance of scoring, Rants? But the XG will be exactly the same. The XG will be exactly the same. But we know Erling Haaland to put that in the back of the net, and Eddie and Nketiah might not.